Hello and welcome to a new Guitar-Nerdery episode. In my former video I showed you the Hirajoshi Scale. There I told you that I regarded that scale as a part of the Phrygian scale, leaving two notes out. This time I'd like to show you that you can actually play all modes with it. Yesterday I had a little chat about that scale and bing! A spontaneous idea came up to my mind, and I really don't understand why I didn't think about that earlier. This Japanese sounding scale, the tuning of the koto instrument, it's a pentatonic scale and all 5 notes equal the Phrygian scale. Only we got rid of 2 notes. I was really curious how it would sound if we adapt that Hirajoshi scale that I always considered only as a Phrygian sounding scale. If we adapt it to all modes, how does it sound to play the modes with that scale and having 2 notes not in there? And what other can we do than just checking it out? I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna use the same scale shape I showed in my former video, the easy one, and also play in the same key just to make it easier to understand and we do not have to transpose. I demonstrated in the key of A. I regarded that Hirajoshi scale as a Phrygian scale, so A would be the Phrygian mode, the 3rd mode of the F Ionian system. And in the F Ionian system we have F Ionian, G Dorian, A Phrygian, B flat Lydian, C Mixolydian, D Aeolian and E Locrian. These are the modes I'm gonna check now. That means I can play all the just named modes using the A Hirajoshi scale. I'm gonna start with the A Phrygian mode. And then I'm gonna make the next 4 notes of that scale the root. So I first leave out the missing notes. I'm gonna play all modes with just one shape, the shape I showed you in my video before. That one. I'm gonna start with the A Hirajoshi scale I regard as the Phrygian scale. And when I do this, we have the notes A, B flat, D, E and F. In intervals it is a minor second here from the root A, the B flat, and that's the most important character note of the Phrygian mode. This is the difference to Aeolian and Dorian. The missing notes are the minor 3rd and the minor 7th, and it sounds like this. Take the 2nd note of the Hirajoshi scale and make it now the root. Then, because A was already the 3rd mode of the F Ionian system, then B flat would be the 4th mode of the Ionian system, Lydian. Let's analyze what we get then. If we consider B flat as the root, then the next note D is the major 3rd. Then here we have the sharp 11, the augmented 4th, and that's the character note of the Lydian mode. The perfect 5th, and the 1st note I play now as the last, the former root A, is now the major 7. This is actually an arpeggio of the chord B flat major 7, sharp 11. Now I'm gonna make the next note in that scale, the note D, the root. And we have to keep in mind that we just skipped the missing note. That would have been the Mixolydian mode. So now we are already at the 6th mode, Aeolian. Let's just check what we get here. We get a root, a major second, a minor third, and the low A here is the perfect 5th, and we get a minor 6. And this perfectly describes the Aeolian mode, because we have a major second here that leaves out the Phrygian mode that needs a minor second. And we get a minor 6 here that leaves out the Dorian mode, which needs a major 6. So regarding the Ionian system, only the Aeolian mode is possible. Of that scale is the note E. It's mode number 7. It's the Locrian mode. The Locrian mode is something you have to get used to. But let's just analyze that. If E is the root, then the next note F is the minor second. The low A is the perfect 4th. The B flat is a diminished 5th, and the D is the minor 7th. And that's just all we need to define the Locrian mode. Because I have a minor second here. The only other scale in the Ionian system that has also a minor second is the Phrygian mode. But we have also a diminished 5th here, and there's only one scale in the Ionian system that has a minor second together with a diminished 5th, and that's the Locrian scale. The 5th note of the Hirajoshi scale in A is the note F. We are in the F Ionian system, so we're gonna play F Ionian now with the A Hirajoshi scale. Let's also analyze this. When F is the root, then the note A is the major 3rd. The note B flat is the perfect 4th. The note D is the major 6th, and the note E is the major 7th. The notes that are missing here are the perfect 5th and the major 2nd, and they are absolutely not important to describe the Ionian mode. We have to be careful because we have a perfect 4th in that scale, and the perfect 4th is a so-called avoided note in the Ionian context, because it easily interferes with the major 3rd and the major 7th. So we better use that B flat more as a transition note, or in a way like I did for that video, I made a backing track where the root chord has no 3rd, so there's less interference. So now we are through with making all notes of the Hirajoshi scale a root and playing over the equal mode. And we have seen that the scale that comes into existence at each moment perfectly describes the mode. Let's finally check those two modes we have skipped because the notes are not in that scale. So now we're gonna play two modes without having a root. And the first one we have skipped was the C. That would have been the Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian mode. C Mixolydian. Let's analyze the scale. The note D is to the root C that is not in the scale, the major second. The E is the major third. The F is the perfect fourth. The A is the major sixth. And the B flat is the minor 7. And here again, it perfectly describes the Mixolydian mode. Mixolydian is the only major scale, a scale with a major third in the Ionian system that has at the same time a minor 7th. And we got it in here. And because we have no root here, we get that what I call the beating around the bush sound. We never come to the point. Now we come to the second mode we have skipped and the last mode on the whole. It's the G-Dorian mode. Why G-Dorian? The A Hirajoshi scale, regarding it as a Phrygian scale, has no minor 7. And the minor 7 is the note G. So if we make the G our root, then we get a scale that has no root. The A is the major second. The B flat is the minor third, makes it minor. The D is the perfect fifth. And the E is the major 6. The major 6 is the important character note of the minor mode Dorian. And then we have an F that is the minor 7th. So again, a perfect description of the mode without a root, because there's only one scale in the Ionian system that has a minor third and a major 6. I hope you have much as fun as I trying this. I didn't really invent the wheel here, I'm absolutely sure. I just do not know what is going on musically in all corners of the world. Maybe there's an area where this is commonly used. I just don't know. But I'm happy to find that out. This was it for today. I hope you liked it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'd like to recommend to check out also my other tutorials as well as my music. I've put a lot of music on my YouTube channel. You can use the playlists for easily finding things. I'd like also to invite you to my Bandcamp site. There you can purchase my music in high resolution quality. And the only thing that is left to say for now is I'm looking forward to see you next time.